Welcome back. I hate when you do that.
Welcome back, everyone, to the podcast. Marty Supreme Christmas Day. Marty Supreme Christmas Day. That's what Timothee Chalamets says. Okay. I can't speak that fast. We are back after that crazy triple review last weekend, or last week even. God.
Last week, darling.
Last week, that's the one. I'm representing Japan today. Obviously, Marty Supreme goes up against Japan.
I like this colour.
I didn't have any USA stuff, so I just thought I'd go for Japan, you know. Represent my guy Endo. So yeah, today we've got a couple of reviews, a few big things come out. Obviously, after our review last week, we did a couple of films that we saw, and we did the volume 2 of Stranger Things. This week we had
the finale.
Dun dun dun. A very controversial finale at the moment, especially around the internet. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. We also have a Marty Supreme review. For us here in the UK, it only come out recently. I think it's been out for 2 or 3 weeks now in America, but for us, we unfortunately only got it recently. But we will talk about that. We'll talk about Stranger Things, and we'll talk about a few of the trailers that we've been seeing recently that are pretty
And here comes the trailers. What do you mean? That's what they say in the cinema.
Well, the Odeon. Right, so what do you want to do for...
Well, I think it's only fair we do like Stranger Things first.
Okay, you want to do Stranger Things first?
Yeah.
Don't
look at my
Make me turn my page.
You're such a little cheat.
Right, oh, God, I'm pulling the old microphone away from us there. Let's try to not do that. So...
We're going to do the overall ranking first.
So, I've done 2 rankings, actually. Or I've done, not rankings.
This boy never communicates with me. Ever. Why have you
done 2?
Because
I want it off the dome. So I've done what you out of 10 for the finale and out of 10 for the series as a whole.
Well, I've not done that.
Well, do it off the top of your head, man.
All right, God. Will you at least give me... You never give me a heads up for anything these days.
Honestly, these days.
You don't even give me a heads up for a little toot.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, just get on with it.
What? Right, so Stranger Things finale out of 10. Ready? Do you want to go first?
Wait,
go
the
first?
whole...
Finale.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 7.5.
Oh, I gave it...
Okay, we're pretty similar there.
Full on 7.0.
We'll get on to the overall one later on. You can think about what you want to give it overall. But yeah, Stranger Things finale 7.5. Have you got some pros, some cons? Have you got some things you want to talk about? Let's get into it. We will say spoilers now because realistically it's a finale. It's the end of a series. Like, you know, you're going to spoil everything by talking about breathing. So, spoilers for this.
I just have like a little statement to make before we start. Yeah. So, all I can say is there's somewhat...
Stop waving the microphone away.
There's
somewhat
going to sound like you're a happy ending. But realistically, I think there's a lot of hate that there shouldn't have been a happy ending. But do you know what? I think the brothers are going to get hate either way, whether they kill someone or they don't kill someone. So
yeah, I mean that's always on the cards, isn't it? Realistically, no matter what you do, if you would have killed off someone big like Steve, they would have got hate from all the Steve fans.
This is what I mean. I feel like.
And if you didn't, then everyone's like, no one's died.
Yeah.
It's 50,
they
50.
Yeah, they would have got hate overall, whatever they did. So.
Yeah.
Right, shall we start? What do you want to start off with? You've got pros on your list.
I've got pros and cons on the second page.
I think we should start off with... We'll do the pros because then you don't have to turn your page.
You don't want to do the pros, okay.
All right.
So, my first pro that I want to talk about is... obviously, I put a 7.5 for the finale, which means I don't hate it.
I don't think anybody hates it.
I don't know. You should listen to some of what my friends are saying about it. There's a lot of good things. I think there's quite a lot of holes that you can poke in it, especially now that it's had time to simmer. The internet is poking so many holes in it, bringing up a lot of things.
Are like going a bit crazy.
I'll get onto that.
Yeah.
Later, but yeah. Now it's had time to simmer with me. You know, you see all the TikToks, people making emotional edits and all that stuff. I think that's what gets me. Something like the finale happened, and then people start making the emotional edits of like the ending where they're playing D&D and stuff, and you're just like, oh man, like that part for me was
I did not cry.
Was a hard. I didn't cry, but I was like, damn, this is it. And them playing the D&D game at the end, I didn't mind that at all. I didn't mind the way that they did it, where
No, I like that
Will
too.
is then talking about them in the future, like where they all go off individually, and then his theory about Elle and stuff. I actually didn't mind that at all. Partly, bit of a cop-out, not killing 11. But at the same time, I like that they've left it up for interpretation. Like, it's like, well, because her death actually either makes sense or it doesn't. Like, what Will said makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't, because she's like, oh...
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, he's saying about how Callie would have done a projection, but Callie would have blown up first, because she was in the lab, and the lab is the first place that blew up. So how would she have done a projection if he was dead?
Do you know what? Going back
There's
to
a lot of stuff.
lab
but...
thing there. Just a quick thing that I literally just thought about when you said that. What happened to all those bloody pregnant women?
The Upside Down?
They got blown up, mate.
Wow.
This is what I mean. What happened to them?
Yeah.
I literally just thought about that for
I mean, I think they were dying anyway because of the blood that was being pumped into them.
Yeah, but still, like, they just got sucked into the void of abyss then.
Yeah.
Well, that's a horrible way to go, isn't it?
Yeah. I know. But yeah, I actually did not mind that part of the ending. I thought it was quite emotional.
I can understand why you liked it, but I'm also...
And it obviously calls back to the very first episode where they're playing... The show literally opens with them playing D&D together, and it's Mike's the one doing the story, and they're all playing it. It's the same sort of scenario and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
that's why I don't mind that sort of big callback.
I don't really like the ending that much, to be honest.
Give me a pro of yours.
I just thought it was a bit boring, the ending. Like...
Listen, we're on the pros here.
Sorry.
Give us a pro.
Okay, I've got a lovely pro.
Okay.
It's nice seeing Hopper and Joyce finally. They're so relaxed. Do you know what I mean? I've never seen them sat in a restaurant so relaxed. And you know when Joyce stood him up, you know, like they're both sat there.
That whole thing, didn't they?
They're both having their little squishy moment. He proposes, like, that's a lovely ending.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think those two both got the ending that they both wanted, and I think
after seeing Hopper, he's one of the most stressed individuals in the universe. So especially, I think from season 3 onwards, he's just stressed constantly. So to see him actually now, like...
I know, shade his beard off because he's like, stress beard is gone.
But he's accepted, he accepted Eleven's decision, didn't he? Really, like, obviously he's coping probably in his own way. You know what I was hoping was going to happen? You know, throughout the whole of Stranger Things, he always has these flashbacks of his other kid, and he always thinks about her and stuff like that. I was hoping they'd do one last one, where he has a flashback of, like, his other kid, obviously Sarah, but intertwined with that, there's a few of like 11 when she's younger, to show that like he still thinks about both of them, but he's learned to like cope with both of them. Yeah. I think that is the message anyway, that he has sort of learned to cope with both of them.
Hopper's a very strong person to be able to, for that to have happened to him twice, and him just be... But I think he's always been a strong character throughout the whole movies. Like, for example, when the Russians came and took him, he was strong then.
Yeah, never cracked, did he?
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, he's just got that really strong character that I feel like no matter what was thrown at him, he was able to just get by it. Yeah. And he has.
But you can tell, they had that little conversation, didn't they? Elle and Hopper, like near the end. And then she was saying about sort of him, wanting him to understand that it's her decision and for him to accept whatever happens. Obviously, he was under the impression that she wasn't going to do that. But I think when you look at the end of that finale, when why are you laughing?
No, it's fine.
What's funny?
No, just when you were talking about Elle and Hopper having their conversation, I just can't get her face out of my...
Oh, what, her aura farming? Yeah,
sorry,
some questions need to be raised about.
Yeah.
I can't believe she was allowed to get any work done before this season, because Millie Bobby Brown...
The dirtier, the better.
She's not an ugly woman.
No, she's not.
But she was aura farming this whole... She was just like... this whole series. So that's why it was a bit hard to get a lot of emotion out of her face.
And when she did cry, it was...
Yeah, when she did cry, the tears sort of just fell out of her face rather than her actually looking like she was crying. So I'm surprised they let her do that. But yeah, Hopper, they got the ending they deserved. I've hoped for. Especially, I thought there was no way they were going to kill Hopper, especially after him got like the fake off death in season 3 to 4. and then he come back from Russia and all that sort of shit. So I'm glad that they got their happy ending. Joyce just lost Bob.
Fuck Bob.
Don't you fucking dare say that.
Sorry, Bob.
No, we love Bob.
I only found out who the hell he was. Mr. Frodo.
No, he's not Frodo.
No, I know it's not.
Samwise
It's Sam. I know, but I'm
Gamgee,
trying to like do an impression.
Yeah. Mr. Frodo.
That's it. That's a good one.
Mr. Frodo.
Mr.
Yeah, he's
Frodo.
Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah, I literally didn't
And he's
even
in
clock.
the Goonies.
I didn't even clock who that was
Yeah.
until you told me that, and then I was like, oh my god, I
Top
see
G.
it. Right, you got any more pros, darling? Or?
Yeah, I want to point out someone's unbelievable performance in this finale. And you know what? Since he's been introduced as a whole, Jamie Campbell-Bower as Vecna, aka Mr. What's It, aka Henry Krill, aka Mr. Fuck Your Bitch. Like, he is just incredible. From when he's introduced in season 4, obviously he's scary as fuck. It's this, you know, with the Upside Down, we've always had speechless villains. You know, we had the Mind Flayer and we had the Demigorgons and the Demidogs and that stuff. And then season 4 was the first time we had an actual villain from the, well, not from the Upside Down, but from the Upside Down that could speak, that was menacing, had that sort of
like
darkness
it's
about
the eyes.
him. Yeah,
it's the eyes.
Obviously everything happens between then and then. In this season, you find out more about his backstory, everything in the cave. You know, he's just an incredible actor. Like, that scene was so well acted. Him finally going into that cave.
I know.
Getting in there, breaking down. You know, Will's seeing all this whilst it's going on as well. Like,
it's this the cave part. It's the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, when he's literally like just
he's
staring
got
at you.
menacing eyeballs.
Yeah.
Like, he can control how far he pops eyeballs out of his
Yeah.
head. Because I swear to God, when he's looking down and chasing the kids,
It's
his eyeballs are like popping out of his
terrifying.
head. And then when he's crying, like, his eyeballs look like they're going to burst.
Yeah.
It's mental.
He was amazing, actually.
But it goes from, like, you know, when Will was in his head, like, in the other volume, and he was going, you know, get out, get out. Goes from get out to when he's in the cave, facing that emotional moment, he's going, like, oh, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, he's not saying get out, he's going, leave me alone. Like, because he's actually breaking down.
I'm scared.
And that was incredible. I think that was a really incredible part of that finale. We'll get onto the flip side of that and the con of the end of Vecna's character, I think. But I did really like that part. I did really, really like that part. How about you? Do you concur?
Yeah, I concur.
Do you concur?
I concur. I like the part where, you know, at the end where Dustin's giving his speech and, you know, he's just the goodest boy in school, isn't he? He's the goodest boy in school. And out of nowhere it's and he just rips off his...
I have had time for all this school shit in between doing all this stuff.
I don't know, but they're just smart, aren't they? But I love the fact that he done it in Eddie's memory. And you see that little clip.
That's what Eddie said he was going to do, didn't it?
Yeah, and he done it for Eddie, and it was I thought that was so nice.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favourite parts.
Yeah, I did really like that. But I will say, I thought everyone was like, oh, the Hellfire thing, like, they all hated it, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were beating him up for wearing the shirt. And I know he was obviously up on stage, so they're not going to get up and start beating him up, but, like, everyone was cheering and stuff, and you're like, I thought the interpretation to everyone else is that they were, like, the cause of all this. It was all satanic and stuff. I don't know. I feel like
with everything that happened,
probably just
with,
another
like,
plot
the
hole.
Earth splitting, I think Eddie was the last thing on people's minds, darling.
Probably just another plot hole that the Duff Brothers forgot to patch up.
Yeah. Along
with the numerous others. But yeah, Dustin, yeah, that was a great scene. I did really like that.
I think I just like the way that... Alright, for me, the ending wasn't the most amazing thing ever, but everyone's just so content. This whole season has just been stress. And I feel like a lot of people... Yeah, well, I still feel like a lot of people wanted there to be deaths and wanted there to be, like, somewhat of a happy ending, but we just do have a happy ending.
Yeah.
Like, that is it. It is just a... Like, you know when you like, you watch a Disney movie, it's literally like a Disney happy ending.
Even people die in Disney films, mate. Even Disney have
but
the
not
bottle.
not like
Bambi,
the main
mate.
characters.
Bambi's mum or whatever it is.
Yeah, she's a side piece. Side character.
Mufasa dies.
Yeah, but, like, he's not really in it for a long time. Do you know what I mean? You're going to sneeze?
Yeah.
Ugh, keep it back.
Oh, sorry. And again. Oh, fuck. Jesus.
Ew!
Sorry.
Disgusting.
People die in Disney films, mate.
Yeah, but they're not like major characters.
Yeah, but obviously, yeah, well.
Do you know what I mean?
What's some major characters that have died in Disney films? Come on, there's some. There's got to be some in there.
No, there's not.
Why am I forgetting?
There's no main character that's died in a Disney film. I promise you, there's not. There's not. I promise you. I mean, if you can think of one, put it in the comments, but there actually isn't. That's why I'm saying it's a Disney ending.
But it is, isn't it? You know, all the characters that people wanted to live, and basically all the characters that the Duffer Brothers knew they would probably get stick for if they killed.
Yeah.
Lived.
Like that part where Steve basically nearly falls.
Yeah. Well, I'll you know what? I'll say that now as one of my cons. Okay. We'll just throw a little con in there. Right, is that they did a lot of things in the finale for shock value. I think it was very much right, we've got to make this finale as interesting as possible. You know, they had Steve nearly fall off the tower as they're going up.
That
shock
was
value.
actually
cut to black.
scary.
Steve's gonna die. Oh no! But in the back of your brain, we jumped off out the seat and went.
Yeah, you're like,
but
oh god.
You sort of in the back of your brain, you're like
they're not gonna do it.
Science gonna go.
And then Jonathan comes in and just gives him a little.
Yeah. You had Dustin had a little bit of not a huge fake out death, but you know the big mind flare goes to crush him, and then Lucas drags him out of the way. You had Nancy who nearly got eaten by him. Like there was so many fake out deaths,
there was.
just to make you feel jeopardy, air quotes. But it was just for shock value. Like these characters were never fucking dying. They were just doing it to be like, oh look,
yeah,
wait, but they didn't end up fucking dying. Not being funny. If they would have killed,
I was shocked though. They did do a great.
If they would have killed Steve right there, I'd have been like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
That would have been mental. I would have cried.
I would have cried.
You know a moment that I actually thought was incredibly shocking, more than all those fake out deaths. Right, I know this is another fake out death. When Henry Vecna goes and starts pissing about with Hopper, starts messing with him.
Yeah.
And then Hopper shoots the tank.
Oh god.
And then he pulls the tank and he's shot 11. I was genuinely like, there's no way they're doing this. Like, they're actually going to do this.
I actually
like,
thought that too.
It carried on for quite a while as well. Like, he opened it, it got her out. Like, you actually thought she was dead and you were like, holy shit, oh my God, they're actually doing it. And then, obviously, she didn't die. But still, I thought that part was pretty crazy. That's a good fake out death, I think.
But I don't understand how Vecna done that, because he doesn't have Callie's power, no?
Yeah, he makes people see shit, doesn't he? Do you remember in season 4 when he first comes along, he makes like Max see shit and he makes all the others see shit, doesn't he? And then he takes them and
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's sort of like
a bit of
all the kids are created from his blood, aren't they? So they're all his powers. They're all his powers. But yeah, that 11 part was actual crazy. Like if they would have did that and killed her, then it would have been a bit like, oh fuck, no, there's no way they've killed her there.
Yeah.
But I was genuinely shocked at that part. That was the fake out death that I was most like, oh my God, they're going to fucking do something here.
Yeah, that was true, actually.
Like, maybe she wasn't dead, but she actually got shot. Say she got fucking hit somewhere.
That's it.
Crazy. Crazy shit. That was pretty good. I like that.
Was that your con?
My con was like the Steve and that fake out deaths. There was a lot of fake out deaths just for shock value. And then you never actually thought anything was going to happen from him, apart from the 11 one, which I actually was a bit shocked at. But you know, moving swiftly on. What are we
doing cons then?
Well, I've still got some more.
All right.
Pros as
I don't really have any more pros, but actually, maybe like one or two more. Maybe like one more pro.
Okay. So I put another pro that I actually really liked was. This will tie into a con as well. Joyce is doing the final blow. Joyce doing the final blow to Vecna. Seeing her drop the F-bomb for the first time in the show. And then when she's cutting his head off, having all the flashbacks, you're seeing all the characters. For her, you're seeing Bob. For Dustin, you're seeing Eddie. For Holly, you're seeing her mum. For Nancy, you're seeing Barbara. Like, all these flashbacks of all the seasons before is all because of him, and they're finally ending it. I thought that was actually really good.
That was one of my
pros. Like, I thought that was a really well done scene. And I really enjoyed the fact that it was her, especially because she went through all that shit in season 1 with
I won't lie though.
I'm glad it was her.
Took her a little while to get his head off.
Yeah, I know, it did.
I was watching that and I was like, hurry up, mate.
There was a lot of vines, wasn't it? It was a bit like, He's got a strong
I know,
neck.
but it was literally like...
But I'm glad it was her that done it. That was actually quite good that she done it. I know 11 like did most of the bulk work, and Will, but it does tie into a con of mine. Because he was killed way too easy. Vecna was killed way too fucking easy. Did you know, interesting fact for you, the final fight with Vecna and the Mind Flayer is shorter than Will's coming out scene at the end of Volume 2. It's about 30 seconds shorter. So they kill him quicker than Will's coming out scene.
Shit.
It's fucking mental. You know, this big bad that you've set up for 2 seasons now. Not only is Vecna bitched a little bit, but I know it's to show that, Will's obviously using his powers. 11's more powerful now, but he's bitched a lot more in this. Like, I thought the fight was going to go on for way longer. There's going to be more stakes involved. The Mind Flayer as well comes back to a degree, but it's his squishy, meaty physical form. I know he's huge. It's a big fucking Godzilla looking thing.
Yeah.
But in season 3, they did that. They did...
It was like all the rats.
Yeah,
and
it was
stuff,
the rats, it was
weren't
the humans, it was his meaty physical form, which they even said is not as strong as his like foggy, misty form. Like that's his true form, which doesn't really have
but
form.
how the hell would they defeat that? Do you know what I mean?
No, but they would have had to figure that out because, you know, they said about it in season 3 that the physical form was obviously weaker and that's how they ended up defeating it and all that sort of stuff.
Leaf blowers.
What, they've all just come along with it? I mean, it can't be any worse than Lucas throwing a fucking water balloon full of petrol at it and then just shooting it with a flare.
Yeah.
Like, they took it down.
How funny, or vacuumed the Mind Flayer. That's actually so true.
I mean, it can't be any worse.
Suck you up.
I mean, I would have laughed at that, to be fair. It's not that much more stupid than what they did anyway. They destroyed the physical Mind Flayer that's the size of Godzilla with the power of friendship and a couple of water balloons full of petrol.
That was one of my cons, is that they defeated this giant monster. It's a build-up of 18 months, you know, that they were going to fight this. We didn't know they were going to fight this, but it was presumed that they were going to. And then all they've got is grenades and shotguns, and then they take this thing down. And you've got Steve and Dustin
stabbing his ball bag.
And you're literally like, what the hell's that going to do?
Stabbing Godzilla's ball bag.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just goes down, and then you're just like...
Well, I know, obviously, it goes down because of the shit that's happening inside as well.
Yeah,
but,
still.
like, come on. The one in season 3, the meat sack of rats and humans lasted longer than that. And that thing was quadruple the size.
To be honest, it is connected with Vecna, so if they defeat Vecna, then they sort of do defeat that.
But then in the same breath of the hive mind, them being all connected, why the fuck, this is another one of my negatives, why was Will unaffected by anything that happened after he started using his powers?
When the Demogorgons and stuff, he got affected by...
Previously to that, every time, remember in season 2 when they were burning the vines and it was hurting Will? Remember when every time something happened to a Demogorgon and it was hurting Will was going, oh no, they have to carry him, right? All of a sudden, after Will manages to use his powers, right, I understand he kills the Demogorgons, all that stuff, but why then is he not feeling any sort of pain with anything connected to the Upside Down? Because previously to that, he had done. So in the finale, I sat there with you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I said, when Vecna got stabbed in the back, I was like, oh my god, they're going to cut to Will and Will's going to be dying because he's going to feel getting stabbed in the back. That's what I think would have been better because, you know, you see it all the time, you know, Avengers, the Phantom Menace, the big control ship goes down, everything else goes down with it. You know, the droids go down, the Chitauri go down, all that sort of stuff. So why, when this hive mind died and Vecna died, was there not some sort of painful severance with Will? Even if you don't kill him, but he's completely unaffected.
Yeah.
He literally feels nothing when the whole time he's been feeling everything.
Maybe he just gets disconnected from it.
But then explain that. Well, they didn't explain any of that. They were just all of a sudden he can crack some bones, he used Vecna's powers, and then that was it.
Do you know what though? Going on from that, I feel very disappointed in the fact that, you know, where he's like bringing Will in and he's like, oh, I've got very big plans for you. I don't feel like he really had a lot of big plans with Will anyway. I thought they were very small powers.
But what was there's no connection. So you did that to Will. Will's ended up with powers, blah 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 blah. And he's shown him like what he can do with these kids and stuff. They never explain
a bigger part in it.
You know,
like,
they never.
Way bigger.
No, like he doesn't try and get him back again to use him again. Really, he just sort of lets him live. Like you know, you would. I thought he would have like taken him with him or something, and been like, "You're going to be part of this now."
Yeah.
But he doesn't. And then he gets 12 more kids. Why 12 kids? He never actually explains. You could be like, "Oh, it's because of a clock," but why? Why do you need 12 random kids to power a fucking big Godzilla mind flare looking thing? And you could be like, "Oh, because they're young, they're easy to break and stuff." But why 12? Why 12
kids?
There's
so many
like why
unanswered questions, isn't there?
And like you know when they get disconnected from it and the mind flare particles come out. Hello? So that is the mind flare coming out of them. So it's not dead. If the mind flare particles when the big meat sack is dead and they take all the kids out and the fucking tubes are in their throats and stuff, the mind flare particles coming out. Where are they going? Where's that going? It's obviously going somewhere.
How are they not sick? Because Will was really sick when that came out of him too. He was poorly.
He had some bugs coming out of him, didn't he? He threw up Dart, the little thing that turned into the Demodog. But there is a lot. There's a lot.
They should have just bought vacuum cleaners to suck
they
up
should have
the
the mind flare should have been the smoke one, and it should have just been vacuum cleaners and leaf blowers because that would have been so much better.
Well, leaf blowers, but just like you know how that they're all like sciencey and physicsy. They can just like change it up a bit, so then that becomes a vacuum.
You know what I think would have been a good explanation for the mind flare looking how he did, and they didn't explain this either.
Yeah, because he looked more terrifying in the ghost form, didn't he?
I think he looked more menacing, But this one obviously is more of a spectacle.
Yeah.
But there's no Demogorgons, Demodogs, Demobats anywhere in Dimension X when all the gang go there. That's where they're supposed to be from, right?
Oh.
There's none there, right?
Yeah.
How you should have explained it is the mind flare is he called all the Demogorgons and they all melted and turned into him. Like they did in season 3 when they used humans and rats.
Oh, is that what you think?
No, that's what it should have been something like that. Because then that would have explained his physical body and why there was no Demogorgons around and stuff. Like, because there was none. But the gang goes in there, there's fucking no one there. It's a desert. Yeah. But that's supposed to be where they're from. Because when Henry gets sent there originally by 11...
Where the hell are you coming up with all these ideas? These are too good.
What do you mean?
Crap.
There's just so many plot holes. There's so many things to think. When you have time to let it marinate the way it does,
I have let it marinate. I've cooked it. I've steamed it. I've added broccoli and cheese.
I can't even read.
You're not even paying attention to
broccoli
me.
and cheese.
You never pay attention to me.
Who? Right, any more? Go on.
What's my other con? Why the hell was it 2 hours long? I don't understand why it was so long. Vecna got defeated
within an hour.
Kept waiting for a plot twist, a finale, just something to be like, oh shit.
I think that was the issue.
Nothing happened.
You see the runtime, as everyone did. Everyone's going, you've got 2 hours to finish this. You've got 2 hours to land the plane.
Yeah.
And when Vecna's defeated by the 50-minute-ish mark, you're like, got about an hour left here.
No, because we paused it, didn't we? And we went,
what's going on?
We've still got 49 minutes left.
Or whatever it was. And then obviously the epilogue needed to be long-ish to tie up the loose ends, even though it didn't really, but to like finish it in a way that whatever. But that goes hand in hand with mine that the fight should have been longer, and that's you should have left half an hour. The fight should have been over an hour or something like that. There should have been an extra twist. There should have been like.
What do you think that they could have done to have made the fight longer? Because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I actually just don't know.
It should have been more to do with the actual like the particle mind flare rather than just a Godzilla looking mind flare. Like it should have been, maybe that should have been the first part, and then when all the particles come out of the kids, then you know the actual mind flare in the smoke form starts doing stuff.
See, I think that sounds.
I think
shit.
to do with D&D, like there's a lot of like the mind flare is a lot to do with like psychosis and like doing stuff to your brain and like confusing people, all that sort of stuff. Should have been more to do with that. You know, like Vecna does makes people see stuff. Like that goes hand in hand. It should have been more like that. It should have gone into like it should have say mid fight, the someone just gets vectored. So, like, someone of the gang just gets vectored, and then you'll go into his mind and you see him what's going on. Like, there should have been more to that final fight, other than just, quick, hit the big monster, and 11, quick, hit Vecna. There should have been, like, something else.
I do like the way she cracks that thing open and goes...
Yeah, it just goes...
Like that, and she goes...
Yeah. But she was training to jump over...
Hi, Vecna.
Another plot hole. She was training to jump over a fence. Now she can jump hundreds of feet in the air.
Yeah.
And not break a single bone on the way down. Yeah.
Peekaboo! That's what she does. She opens the game, just goes peekaboo.
Like, there's some parts of the fight that I liked, but it should have been longer. I liked the part when he goes to hit her, and then Will stops it. I think that's good. But he was just... he was just somewhere else. Him and Joyce were just fuck off. Like, they weren't hitting the big Godzilla-looking fucking mind flare. They were just off to the side.
I do think...
Joyce is just standing there, watch Will. Will's going...
I do think it's funny, though, that Joyce is brave when I feel like she wants to be. Because Vecna is already half dead, she thought, why not just get the axe and just chop his head off? Yeah.
What else is she supposed to do, really? Like, she's been brave a lot throughout all the series. But yeah, apart from the countless plot holes, my God, I see a TikTok the other day of some guy rattled like 30 off. But that ties into what the internet is going crazy for at the moment. You alluded to that at the start, didn't you?
A little bit about it. I don't know a lot.
This is conformity gate. # conformity gate.
Oh, God.
So this is what's been going on at the minute on the internet. It's mainly sick fans that can't accept that the show's over, or basically. But I love a little conspiracy.
I know you do.
And it really tickles my pickle that this makes sense more than it should do.
Basically, it's the 4th of January's day, isn't it?
No, okay, let me explain. Let me quit. Don't get involved. Right, so...
Oh.
No, because you don't know, you're just going... So it's the 4th of January.
Yeah, because I'm saying that it's the 4th today.
So, the finale's happened. Many plot holes are being pointed out. Many things are being pointed out as people watch it more and more again and noticing loads of stuff. And it's also not even just to do with the finale. It's to do with a radio station that matched with this Stranger Things series. There's a radio station going on. It's to do with all the Twitter accounts, the Instagram accounts, all this stuff. All the individual actors and actresses' accounts and stuff posting some weird stuff. The idea of conformity gate is basically that was not the finale. That was not the ending. That was something. So the perception is that we have been Vecna'd. We are seeing what Vecna wants us to see. We are seeing the ending that Vecna wants us to see. Mike is the one that's being Vecna'd. Mike and us are being Vecna'd. Because obviously the ending is sort of like tailored towards Mike.
Mm-hmm. I can see
his worst fear comes to realisation that he loses 11. All his friends then leave. You know, they go to college. They go off to all these different places. Lucas and Max go off together. Like, his worst fears are coming true, sort of, and that Nancy and Mike both sort of become like their parents. Like, they both start to look like him, wearing the glasses and the hair, they look the same. Mike is the one that's left in town whilst they all go off to college doing the writing stuff.
That's some serious naked.
So it's sort of like Mike's the one that's been Vecna'd, the audience have been Vecna'd, and there's a lot of stuff to allude to it. I haven't written it all down, but you know, it starts early in the season. Lucas says basically to the camera about there's no coincidences. Like, looking at the camera, and they say stuff about November 6th, they keep mentioning it. All this sort of stuff. There's things posted on people's Instagram. I can't remember whose Instagram it was, but you know, at the end they put
one of the characters.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Whether it was Noah Schnapp, Will. You know where they put all the books on the D&D game at the end? They're in a certain order. Well, they've been reordered in this Instagram post, and it spells out X is a lie. So, like, the finale's a lie. Like, this is what's happening right now is a lie. So, I know there's a lot of little things that people are picking up on. Everyone was saying about traitor this, traitor that, this whole season.
I mentioned that.
Yeah, who was the traitor? Traitor this, traitor that, traitor this, whatever. Never come out.
No traitor.
Nothing ever actually happened with that. Nothing. People are saying about the 7th of January, apparently. Some secret 9th episode that everyone wants there to be, basically saying...
Well, there's not going to be.
You know what, though? if the Duffer Brothers
do something like that,
this clever, they would go down in the history books, mate. This TV show would all of a sudden go down in the history books. Like,
and then the Lego sets will be even more expensive.
Yeah. But if they was to all of a sudden release another episode, and it started off and it was like Mike had been Vecna'd the whole time. He's got the plan of what they plan to do.
How could they keep this secret for so long, though?
Yeah, I mean, that is another thing. That
That's
there's
what
been
I mean,
no set photos. No one's even mentioned a peep of it, really. I don't know, there've been a few interviews with the Duffer Brothers and stuff where they've said some things, but then, I don't know. They're either really... The thing is, all the plot holes, they're either really clever... And
ouch.
They're going to release a new episode, it's all going to tie it all up, all this sort of stuff. And they'll go, they're geniuses. Or they are actually just a bit thick sometimes, and all these plot holes that have come up are because they never actually went back and tried to fix them all. There's a lot of stuff that people asked them in interviews.
I think everyone's just hoping that.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that they asked them in interviews. They were like, oh, is this plot hole going to be fixed in the finale and stuff? And they were going, oh, yeah. And it didn't actually. There's a lot of stuff still outstanding that they said was going to be fixed, but wasn't.
You're just. I feel like fans are just so annoyed, aren't they? Because obviously, like the real. I'm not saying that I'm not a real fan. Like, I did love it, but I feel like the people who were just so in love. I think it's mainly
the Mike Will fans, the people that wanted Mike and Will to get together, all that sort of stuff. That sort of fandom of people. That is who this mainly is. A big one for me though was, and I noticed this even when watching it. Shock Jock was about shocking the Demogorgon and stuff, wasn't it? In the first episode, I think it was, when they turned it off, the lever was black, and then when they do it again, in the 5th episode or whatever it is, it's red. And you might think, oh, that's just coincidence, but that's set design. Why would that have changed? And you think, like, when you go back to the thing that Lucas said about there not being any coincidences, when they're in Holly's memories, the roundabout, she's on the roundabout, isn't she? On the merry-go-round. And she notices that where she was laying was a different colour. In real life, it was yellow, but in that memory, it was grey. And then they ended up busting through it and they get through to a different memory, don't they?
Yeah.
Stuff like that, where, like, the colour's not a coincidence. Like, is it the wrong colour for the sake of it, or is it the wrong colour because it doesn't know? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
There was a lot of things like that. Like, in Will's big speech, he says about going to Melvold's for a milkshake. Melvold's is the shop that Will's mum worked at that was like a general store. It wasn't a fucking milkshake place. But it was a milkshake place when Vecna was younger and a kid. That's what it used to be. See, this conformity gate goes deep.
What the hell?
That is pretty crazy.
What are you guys doing in your spare time?
Like, in the background of all the epilogue scenes, the What's It game is everywhere. Like, you see in the background, it says What's It. Absolutely everywhere.
There's... What? Oh, my brain's a little bit like... I'm literally sat here looking at you like, what the hell?
I know. But there's a lot of Truman Show references. You see the Truman Show, Jim Carrey? Obviously about it being a fake world. Fake world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of references, you know, there's the wormholes on the mirror of the window of the radio station, and Will is in the centre of it, just like how it is in that shot in Truman Show when he's in the mirror and stuff. There's the scene where Mike's walking up his stairs for the last time after they played D&D. Looks a lot like Truman walking up the stairs to leave the There's honestly...
This could all just be like very coincidental.
It could be. And it could be just...
coincidental.
The Duffer Brothers trying to be cute and putting loads of references to loads of old films and stuff. But my God, these people have been on job. If you have a spare 20 minutes, I really suggest looking TikToks and Twitter, Conformity Gate. People have done like big, in-depth things where they mention every single thing. And honestly, you get hooked because you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Because if all of a sudden they release a new episode and all this stuff's true, all those people are going to explode.
Innit? They're going to be like, oh my God, I literally posted
that video about this! I knew it! But yeah, we'll see, because everyone's saying it's either the 6th and 7th or January.
Oh, my popcorn bucket's getting a bit toasty.
Is it? All of a sudden, if a new episode comes out on the 6th or 7th of January,
that'll be actually
mental.
Crazy.
And the Duffer Brothers, I'll kiss your feet, but I think they're not that clever.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But the thing is, they should be that clever because season 1 to 4 are fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
So it just, these could be them lulling us into a false sense of security that they're a bit thick, but in reality they're not. They're going to come back and cook. Because loads of people think that. You remember when it was first released, like 5 months ago, that the episode's going to be 2 hours each, and the finale will be 3 hours. Everyone's going, maybe they're going to go back and add to those episodes, so you have to go back and watch all of it.
Nah, surely not.
That's a bit silly, that one. But I think
I don't like that one.
If there's a new finale coming out, then my goodness, that'd be crazy. But that's conformity gate. If you want to talk about that, just want to touch on the prediction bingo that we did. How many did you get right?
I got 4.
Did you? We did a prediction bingo back when Stranger Things first started, well, before it first started, with a load of predictions that we had for the season. I had a few deaths on mine, which obviously didn't happen because no one fucking died.
Yeah, I had 1 death on mine. No, I had 2 deaths.
But I got 1 fully correct, and that was Steve will live. Obviously, everyone lived. But I've got
crap.
I've got a few 50-50s I'd like to discuss.
50-50.
Because I've put 50-50. One of my predictions was 11 and Will close the gate. 11 sacrifices herself doing it.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's 50-50 because Will doesn't, but 11 does. So that's a sort of yes.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I'll put Hopper and Joyce are married by the end. They're engaged.
Yeah.
Close enough, so you can give me that if you want. I'll put Will develops fire powers, but he just develops different powers.
You just
but
need
that's
to press X.
Okay, so that's an excellent. So will you give me those other 2?
Yeah, I'll give you those other 2.
Thanks.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, 11, 12 nosebleeds. I think there was about 10. Because there was a lot of points where she used her powers and she didn't get a nosebleed. I was a bit worried.
Mate, she got a double nosebleed at the end, though.
Yeah. I was worried after the first volume because I think she only had like 2. I was like, oh wow. This is
I don't feel like.
But I think she had about
12.
10. But it was a good line because it was close. But yeah, there's a few that I got wrong. I put Jonathan to die, Murray to die, all that sort of shit. But obviously, no one died. What ones did you get correct?
I'm just shouting out the ones I got correct. Can't bother to say the ones I didn't. So Will uses / gains powers.
Oh yeah, yours you didn't say fire powers, you just said
11 loses powers / sacrifices herself.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was pretty fucking bang on.
Vecna isn't the true villain. The Mind Flayer is. I feel like it's 50-50.
50-50 because he is, but they are one, aren't they?
And then Joyce shouts Will more than 10 times. She definitely shouted.
Mate, she was screaming it in that first volume.
Yeah.
A lot.
Will!
Like whenever he passed out. Will. Was that good? That was good, wasn't it? Will. That's what she sounds like. That's what she sounds like.
Will.
She sounds a bit like Owen Wilson when he's just wow. Right, so what's your overall Stranger Things season 5 score out of 10?
I'm keeping it the same as what I'd rate the last
episode. 7.
7.
Yeah, I'd say 7.5. Obviously, the peak part being Will using his powers for the first time. Man, that's
sick.
Chill. That's probably top 3 moments in the entire show.
That was unbelievable.
But how you go from that peakness and the step down that Volume 2 had was like...
It's not good, my friend. It's not good.
But yeah, I mean, you know, 7.5 is still good as a TV show goes. What would your order be? Best to worst? 1 to 5 Stranger Things. Like, what was your favourite series, and then what was least favourite at the end?
I think
I spoke about it the other day with my friends.
4.
So that's why 4 number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. But yeah,
I did like 4.
Few people I know said 4 number 1.
Then I think I'd go. What was number 3?
In the Mall.
Yeah, probably 3, 1 and 2.
3, 1, 2, and then 5.
Yeah.
So yours would be. Say it.
4, 3.
1, 2, 5. 4, 3, 1, 2, 5.
No, I think 2 should be last.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I think 2's great though with Bob. But it has that shit episode with the sister in it there.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what lets it down.
But the rest of it's good. I like the bit in the
Hey,
hospital
Bob.
and stuff. Hey Bob, hey Bob. Hey Bob, hey Bob, hey Bob.
I was surprised you didn't do that earlier. I was waiting for you to do it.
Mine, similar. I mean, mine's 1, 4, 3, 2, 5.
Okay, yeah.
One, he's just got that vibe, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
Like, where they're all kids.
Yeah.
And the Upside Down is actually scary because they're all in hazmat suits going in and stuff. Like, now, they're just fucking walking around doing jack shit. But I think 1 and 4 could interchange. Because 4 is just amazing.
Which is the one where Mr. Whatsit get introduced?
This one?
No, because there's another season, isn't there?
Well, Vecna. He's not Mr. Whatsit in that one.
Yeah, he's not Mr. Whatsit, but he's like...
That's for season 4.
No, he's in, like, with Elle. So you don't realise that, like, he's human
4.
character. Is it 4? Yeah, okay then.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry!
That's the first season he's in it.
Alright, sorry.
But yeah, I think 1 and 4 could interchange
There's a
for
lot
me.
to bloody remember, alright?
It's not.
Alright, shut up.
Yeah, 1 and 4 could interchange for me, and then 3, 2, 5. I think 2 and 5 could interchange for me, depending on the day. But yeah. That is Stranger Things, that's it. We're never going to speak about it ever again. It's
Ever
gone
again.
forever.
Bye! Dexter, you're still number 1. I love you.
Yeah, Stranger Things. It's been emotional, man. It's been a hell of a ride.
I still love you, Dexter.
It's been a hell of a ride. Not a lot of people have died, but
Still my number 1.
here we are. Right, so we move on to Marty Supreme.
Yeah, do you know what? I was actually a bit, like, apprehensive for this because there was so much advertisement for it.
Marketing
genius. For it. I was a bit like, in my head I was like, oh, it's probably going to be shit.
Timothee Chalamet is actually a marketing fucking genius. I know he probably had a lot of people behind him as well, but my God, he, like he's
people going
fucking
crazy
dope, man.
for those jackets.
That's the thing, it's the jackets, the ping pong balls, all the interviews he's doing, all the appearances he's doing, him on top of the sphere, like, he's selling the shit. This is how you should advertise a fucking film, mate.
Yeah.
I'll remember back to so many films that have come out over the years, and you're like, wow, I didn't even see the trailer for it.
Yeah.
And say it goes, oh, it flops at the box office, and you're like, because you didn't advertise it.
But I feel like
this guy
people didn't even see the trailer for this because they was too busy advertising like
but
himself.
But that's good enough.
For it.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Him being on his Rampage Oscar campaign and him advertising the fuck out of this film, like he's just.
I won't lie though.
He's the Lissan Al Gaib.
The jackets are sick.
The jackets are sick. People were going mental for them,
was he selling his ping pong balls?
Yeah, the ping pong balls. Oh no, they were just giving them away in some places.
Were they? Cool.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
At some cinemas, there was like a little machine and you twisted it and you got ping pong balls. I know. I wish our fucking cinema
Odin,
had that.
buck your ideas up.
Yeah, Odin, mate. All this
Give us
marketing
ping
that's been
pong
going on. Give us a poster. Give us a fucking ping pong ball. Give us a ping pong paddle. Give us fucking anything, mate.
Innit? I won't lie to you. Marty's paddle was shit.
What do you mean?
His little ping pong paddle was shit.
Why do you do this? Right. We're literally talking about the marketing of the film and then you just randomly drop in.
Because you were talking about the paddle.
We've not even started talking about the film yet and you just go, his paddle was shit.
Alright, should we
We'll get in. Right, so a score out of 10. Right, so this is our score out of 10 for Marty Supreme. Ready?
Yeah.
I'll go first than you?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 8.8.
Oh, 8.7.
Oh, nice. This is a fucking really good film.
Do you know what? I enjoyed it very much.
It is a fantastic film.
I thought it was quite funny and I laughed quite a lot.
It was hilarious. Timothee Chalamet is at his best.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think this is better than Dune?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Definitely. Yeah.
I think this is this seems more him. Like, this is just like...
This is about him, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I know he's like the main character and all this stuff's happening, but this scene, as in like, the charisma he has as this character just seems like how he sort of is in real life, a little bit. But that is sort of how he's been in real life as well, you know?
I know, but the cockiness really did fuck me off at some point. I literally wanted to be like, shut up.
That is one of my pros, is that the message of this film, I think, is great. I know his like his philosophy of, you know, doesn't matter if I fuck over a few people.
Money.
Doesn't matter if I fuck over a few people. Like, I'm going to get to where I want to get. But his belief in himself is like crazy. That is what everyone should have. It was
very egotistical, and it was a bit like.
But everyone should have that belief in themselves to do what they want to do.
No, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that perspective. That's very good.
But that's very much how he is in real life at the minute, Timothée Chalamet. Like, he accepted that. I can't know if it was a SAG award or something like I told you about, where he said, like, I'm in pursuit of greatness, and that is literally how he acts in this film. He acts exactly like that. I thought
his acting was a solid 9.8 out of 10.
Why the 0.2?
You can't give someone a 10.
Is there anyone that's ever been a 10 in your eyes? Heath Ledger, Joker?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, I wouldn't give that a 10.
But for me, this is similar to that in my eyes. A Leonardo DiCaprio Wolf of Wall Street sort of performance where he is the main man. It's very fast paced. It's funny. It's anxiety driven.
Stressful.
Yeah.
I've got a problem where I pick my nails when I'm stressed, and I just
whole
couldn't
film.
stop. You know, I was literally like.
I could just hear it. But this is the most anxiety driven film I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have said that, but my God, you're just
stressed all the time.
You don't have a moment to breathe, and even when you do, you have 30 seconds where nothing's going to happen, and you think,
That's
it's all going to
so
go
good,
well.
though, isn't it?
It comes to the next thing, and something else wrong happens, and you're like, when is it actually going to go right for this man? But he just manages to wiggle his way out of situations, carry on to the next thing, and carry on and on, and it is just great.
He's got such great chat and all. Bear shagging.
It just...
Bear finds...
It was just back and forth.
Manages to live his cock in all the time, isn't he? Bear shagging.
Yeah, I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow obviously had a bit of a thing for him, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just think it's crazy how he was... Like, no matter what, he was going to get to where he wanted to get to. So he was with her, he was shagging her, whatever. And then he tries to go and make a business deal with her husband. And then that breaks off. Tries to steal her chain and all this stuff. And then when something happens with her stage show, he then has to go back to her husband to try and grovel again. Like, he's just doing anything
By the way,
and everything.
Timothee Chalamet's bum cheeks are non-existent.
That was actually him as well.
I know.
He insisted on doing that himself.
As soon as I saw his bum cheeks, I thought, oh goodness.
That's crazy, getting spanked with a ping pong paddle. Because I originally heard about it beforehand, so I knew that spanking scene was coming, but I thought it was going to be like a sexual thing. I thought it was going to be like Gwyneth Paltrow giving him a little spank. Not her husband. Like, telling him off.
He's got little tiny cute bum cheeks.
But I just thought everyone in the film was great as well. Like, Gwyneth Paltrow's good as that sort of like... She plays that actress, doesn't she? Like, but I think she's great. Tyler, the Creator, he's a little role in it.
Yeah.
The taxi driver, he's obviously great. Like, where they have that little part where they're trying to get some more money. The dog's there. They're doing the little thing in the bowling alley. Like, that's just great. That's funny.
That scene in the bowling alley was actually so clever.
Yeah. Like, it's just all... Like, the film is just clever. It goes from one thing to the other. Constantly trying... The whole film is...
It's just money, 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 money.
The film lulls you into thinking that it's a sports movie. It's not.
No.
It's 2 hours of Timothée Chalamet trying to get enough money to go and play some sports.
Yeah.
He has a crash out in the first half an hour. He loses that tournament. And then from then onwards, it's just money, 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 money. Trying to get money no matter what he fucking does. And it is actually just hilarious the whole way through.
Do you know the one bit where I thought, what the hell, was when they're obviously going to get this guy's dog, aren't they? Like, a bit spoiler there if you've not seen it.
Well, no, we are talking... This is all just going to spoilers, isn't it?
He's going to get, like, this guy's... We're not going to get this guy's dog. He's got the dog, haven't they? Like, they've just come back from, like, the bowling... bit.
Yeah, they've got the dog.
Yeah.
They're taking the dog to the vet.
Out of nowhere, like, obviously the guys that they've conned, they've, like, followed them. And I love it when he just gets the petrol thing and just starts spraying it all over.
I thought they blew up the dog, though, then.
And then they turn back and they're looking.
Dog's running. Thank God.
So the guy who played by Tyler Craig, he's literally, like, chatting, and then Timothy's looking back thinking, oh my God, what have we done?
Because, I mean, it's just crazy. It just keeps going from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
And, like, when he gets home, he's having a shower, and then his uncle comes back, and then he gets arrested, then he climbs out the window, and then he's running from the police, and then he goes and sees the girl who was shaggy beforehand, and she's fucking, like, 8 months pregnant, and you're like... The amount of twists and turns this takes, it's just, like, a constant fucking fiasco. But I love it.
I've never seen a homeless man with so much confidence.
Homeless man?
He's basically homeless, isn't he?
Who? Yeah, sorry, I didn't
he's
get what you mean.
He's basically homeless, and he's just got this 10
That's what I mean, but he has the confidence that he's the best. That's why he gets through life. He says it to Gwyneth Paltrow's character, doesn't he? He's like, I am the best.
I'm the best.
If I believe in myself, money will follow. And it does, sort of, to a degree.
Yeah, that's true.
He keeps managing to wangle his way out of fucking situations all the time.
And when he's talking, he just like... He just doesn't stop, does he? He just finds some... He just, like... He's a guy who's like... He'd be a great... That's why he's a great salesman. Like, at the start where he's selling shoes, because he could literally talk himself into anything.
Out of anything, I know.
Like, he's saying to that lady, or... I can't remember what he says, but he's like, these ones are better, get them ones.
But he is just... Timothée Chalamet has this... charisma that he makes everything that he's in, for me personally, just even better. Like, a film, obviously Dune is fantastic. It's well done. It's by a fantastic
I'm starting to like
director
it a
and
bit
stuff.
more.
Yeah, so.
I'm getting
But
there.
Dune's a fantastic creator, fantastic cast and that stuff. That's a big blockbuster. But even something like Wonka, which I didn't think I was going to like at all. I'm not a huge fan of musicals and stuff. He just makes it better. I think if it would have been anyone else, I probably wouldn't have liked it. But his charisma as that character, his charisma as Marty Supreme, his charisma and his range as all these characters, it's just fantastic, and it really does.
He's on a roll, mate.
He's cooking, man. He's getting an Oscar soon. If he doesn't get an Oscar for this, he's getting one soon. He should get one for this though, because he's fucking sick. There'll probably be a film from fucking the back alley of France that I've not seen, where some actor will get like an Oscar instead of him. There's always a lot of films that I don't see a lot of the artsy films. We don't see a lot of the artsy films, do we?
No.
There would, like, The Brutalist won a lot last year, didn't he? But we didn't watch that 4-hour film. But yeah, this film, it's funny, anxiety driven, but it's just fucking, it's just fantastic.
It was
I hope
fantastic.
he wins.
I
hope
agree.
he wins the Oscar for this, because he really does deserve it. He deserves it just for the marketing campaign.
Do you know what? I love going into a movie not having high expectations and coming out and being like, that was actually phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because I went in there and I was like...
I was pretty gassed going in. I was pretty excited going in. He was high.
I sat in the car and I was like... Oh.
He had me hook, line and sinker with all the promotion he's been doing.
Yeah, see, I wasn't really that fussed
Timothee
about
Chalamet
it.
had me by the bollocks.
I'm sure he did.
But I just want to... So, where would that be on... Because I know it's technically for us a 2026 film, because it come out here, but it was a 2025 film in terms of everyone else. Where would you put this if it was on 2025's film ranking list? If you can remember back then.
I wouldn't give it an A.
Is this better? Is Marty Supreme... I'll list a few films for you. Ready? Is Marty Supreme better than Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Is Marty Supreme better than 28 Years Later?
Yeah.
Is Marty Supreme better than Superman?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of yeses going on here.
Yeah, I'd probably say... I love Superman, don't get me wrong, but like...
Is Marty Supreme better than Thunderbolts?
No. I like Thunderbolts.
So
I love
that means
Thunderbolts
that
way too much.
Is Marty Supreme better than Sinners?
No.
So you'd put it about third,
Yeah.
would you say?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's fair.
Sinners and Thunderbolts, they
Marty
were
Supreme
like...
better than Avatar, Fire and Ash?
No, because I still, as much as like as much as Fire and Ash probably wasn't as great as what it was, it's just still unbelievable.
Isn't it?
It's still such an unbelievable movie. So
yeah, it's just different
I've
levels
got to say
of
no.
film in it. But I'd argue that Timothee Chalamet's performance in this is better than anyone's in Fire and Ash. But
yeah, you can argue that. But in terms of like an overall movie,
yeah.
I don't think.
I found a comment that I thought was quite hilarious, but especially because we just watched Dune Part 2.
We've not finished it. Have we finished it? Oh yeah, we have finished.
Yeah, it says where he says "May thy knife chip and shatter."
Yeah.
When he does that shit in Dune, it says "May thy paddle chip and shatter." I thought that was funny. That. No, he doesn't say that, you twat.
Sorry, I just didn't
I said someone's comment was someone put "May thy paddle chip and shatter."
That's brilliant.
No, in Marty Supreme, he doesn't go to end.
May thy
paddle chip and shatter.
That's actually
so that's Marty Supreme. That's Stranger Things. We're nearly done here. We did just want to mention a few of the trailers that we've seen recently, because
there's one trailer I just don't understand. But
what one is that?
The Odyssey. I know you're literally hyping it up so much, but I actually just don't know what it is.
Because it's Christopher Nolan, man.
But I don't know.
It's a book. The Odyssey is a book. No, I've not read the book, but I know what it's about. But it's an adaptation of the book. Obviously, it's a Christopher Nolan film. Christopher Nolan film, Interstellar.
Yes.
Like, Christopher Nolan produces GOAT films.
Is that why you're excited?
Yeah, because I'd be excited for any Christopher Nolan film, but for him to do, he loves Gladiator.
Yeah.
For him to do a Roman style film, like that's two pretty good things coming together with the cast being as good as it is. You know, Tom Holland, Matt Damon, like Anne Hathaway. There's a lot of good people in it.
Yeah.
Like and from the trailer for me, it does like they're
look
really diving into, rather than trying to be 100% historically accurate and all this sort of shit. Like with the black Roman outfit, it looks like Darth Vader, mate. It looks fucking sick.
I knew you was gonna say that.
That's fucking sick. Like it does look like they're really diving into that mythical side of it. And I prefer that rather than being like, that's not historically accurate. Fuck off, mate. It's about Romans. Who gives a fuck? But that looks fantastic. Obviously, I love anything that Nolan does. But
gonna be shagging in there then, because Romans are.
Yeah, Humperdinks.
A lot, yeah. Bear Humperdinking.
Tom Holland's going to be...
Humperdink.
Robert Pattinson's in it. I know you love a bit of Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Humperdonk.
What else? The Avengers. So there's been a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably haven't seen them all, but I've seen them all. So you had the Captain America one that we actually see in the cinema before Avatar Fire and Ash. That's the one that's been officially brought out. Captain America coming back. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
It doesn't show much. You obviously see Captain America with his kid and Captain America coming back for the Avengers film. But how do you feel about Captain America coming back for the Avengers film?
It's alright, isn't it? I feel like he got old. Like, just leave him out of it. Do you know, he lived his life. Why have we got to bring him back?
Yeah, it's going to be like
I don't like how they've rebrought him back by showing them off the clip. Like, why haven't you just surprised?
I know there's been loads of leaks, loads of people coming out and saying like, he's coming back, or people are coming back. So you knew he probably was going to come back. But why drop that in the trailer, man?
Yeah.
Just leave it until the film. So then at least you can be a bit excited to see the way that they do it. Not being like, Steve Rogers will be back in the
How do you think this next one's... Because obviously, I remember you telling me that, like, you're the person that's introduced me to, like, all these Marvel movies and stuff. But, like, because we had such a crap year in terms of, like, Marvel, and the only one that really sort of brought it back was Thunderbolts, how do you think
I don't know, Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts were good.
Yeah.
But I thought they brought it back. They didn't do great in the box office, though.
So how do you feel about this one then?
I don't know, because it's one of those films that, because it's an Avengers film, you know that it's going to make the big bucks. You know, this is apparently, they did some poll in China, and it's China's #1 film that they're most excited for next year. You know, that's big. You know, China's a big market. They spend a lot of money on watching these films, so they're excited to see it. The world, I think, will be excited to see another Avengers film, but it's more that, you know, Avengers 1 had all those films to build up to it.
Yeah.
Same with all the other Avengers after that. Infinity War felt like the culmination of all these years of... I know you had some shit films and shit TV shows in there, but it was the culmination of everything coming together, and it was emotional, and it was a good ending for a lot of these characters. But you're retconning that, bringing a load of characters back just to be like, well, we'll bring those back. We've then got all the X-Men coming back into it. We've got all the other Avengers that you've introduced now. So it's like you're just piling more people in. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know. But I trust the Russo brothers. The Russo brothers made Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. They're good at making large group movies with a lot of characters in it. They did well with Infinity War, considering how many fucking characters are in it. They did really well. So I've got faith in them to cook. So I think it'll be alright. Especially, I've got more faith after the two other trailers that I've seen. So you have the Thor one. Nothing much really happens in that one, but it's just Thor making some speech to speaking. He's saying to Odin, it's like, give me the strength to fight one more time and all this sort of shit. Like, it looks pretty sick. But the one that I'm most excited for, I'm a big X-Men guy. X-Men 97, obviously fantastic. Big part of X-Men 97 being really good was obviously they did Scott Summers, Cyclops' character, quite well. Especially in the first episode of X-Men 97, like, he uses his powers quite well. But in this, you see Xavier, you see Magneto with his long hair, like his comic accurate hair, like they've got the comic accurate fits on. Cyclops has got his comic accurate outfit on, like he's takes his glasses off and lets off this massive like optic blast. Like, they might actually do them justice a little bit. I hope they don't just, you know, they've made a big deal about bringing these characters back.
Yeah.
I hope they don't then kill them off in the first 20 minutes for a shock value. Like the first 20 minutes of the story, something to do with Doom. Doom ends up killing their universe, blah, 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 they're dead. They're not actually in it for that long. but they brought them back for the shot value to get people to go see the film. I hope that's not the case. I don't think it will be, because I don't think the Russo brothers would do that, but I hope they do those characters justice. But my God, please let them die. Not actual die, but let that world, let them restart. We need a new X-Men. We need a new... I know I love Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. They are Professor X and Magneto. You're never going to get better. As much as I really liked Michael Fassbender and...
Don't look at me.
Oh, fuck. It's going to come to me in a minute. Oh my God, I can't believe that's gone out of my brain. But who played Professor X in First Class and that sort of stuff. They are fantastic, but you need to reboot the X-Men. You need new X-Men, you need fresh faces. My God. Wolverine, as much as I love Hugh Jackman's getting old, they're all getting old. You need fresh young characters, a new story. A new story is going to tie into the...
New start, new beginnings, new ends.
Just new everything. Yeah. Let him go, man. It needs to be done. Hopefully after this, that'll be the case. I know there's going to be another Avengers film, Secret Wars, but I'm hoping that there's a big reset at some point and they do new X-Men, new young characters, new stories and stuff. But yeah, those 3 trailers obviously coming out. Apparently there's supposed to be another one. They said 4 trailers, so there will be another one. God knows what will be in that one. Maybe it'll be one with actually Doom in it. If there's one with Doom in it, then...
There's quite a few, like, apart from all these big trailers that you're waffling on about, but there's some like loads. I can't tell you them, but from when we were sat in the movie...
Hamnet? You like to look at that one?
Yeah, only because it's...
Oh, West Gal.
Got to put West Gal in it.
But there is just...
But there's like some few like smaller ones that we were looking at and they looked really good.
Next episode... because we're reaching the end here. Next episode, what I was planning to do was like a look forward to 2026. Yeah, and we will rank the films that we are most looking forward to that are coming out this year. I'll compile all of them and we'll do a big ranking, because there's a lot coming out this year.
And they all actually look really good.
Right, this could be a generational year for film. Like this could be the best year of film in my lifetime.
Do you know what one movie I'm actually really excited for? And this is like a bit like kiddie because it's like an animation one. It's that one where that girl's a beaver.
The new Disney one.
Yeah. That looks sick. I can't wait for that.
Disney might be cooking again.
Yeah.
You know, they had Zootropolis. That was obviously did really well.
That was amazing.
Now the most highest grossing Disney animation film of all time.
I love the fact they put a snake in it.
The next one's about birds. The next one's going to be about birds.
Is it?
Yeah, we didn't stay for... Apparently there's an after credit scene. Oh. And the next one's going to be about birds, apparently. This one's about reptiles, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because you don't really see any birds in there, do you?
So this next one's about...
Oh, well, I love the fact there's a snake in this one.
Yeah. Oh, he's great. I think they are just as good as each other, the first and second one. They're both fantastic films.
Both good.
Being Disney cooking. Everyone's going to be cooking this year. Marvel, DC, and then
Disney.
just...
Disney.
The individual films that are coming out just look great, but we'll do that next week. But anyway, that's been you, that's been us, that's been me, and they're back and sideways. That was the end of Stranger Things. Forever. Emotional.
Yeah, adios, amigo.
And that's time to go. Right. Goodbye, everyone.
Textar, love you.
Shut the fuck up.